where I watch all my sort of favourite YouTubers or videos that I've just found interesting. And the first one that I watched was Resident Evil 2. It was all the things that they'd cut from the actual remake. Everything they'd cut from it. So it's a very good video, very interesting video. And what I did was I watched that. I also watched I watched Ben, the ASMR gamer, and my boy, Monsieur ASMR, and also a friend of mine called ASMR Opal, which I'll be talking about. I also have here, because this is a PlayStation 4 controller, I have a PlayStation 3, which has a slightly different sound. So, with Resident Evil 2, the remake, they was originally doing it in fixed angles, with the fixed camera angles. There's gameplay of it where they was gonna have it fixed angles. I don't know whether it would have been permanent fixed angles or whether you could have had the the option to choose, but unfortunately they cut that. That would have been good. Do you remember in Uncharted you used to shoot with these triggers and reload with this one? But on the PlayStation 4 you shoot with these triggers, the bottom ones. Also, they was gonna have other keys that were gonna be in it. There was an eagle key, which you only found half of. You found half of the key, and then you found the other half, and then I guess you had to sort of combine it and use it somewhere. I don't know where. So you had that as well. Also, there was a screwdriver that came in 3 parts. A screwdriver, you had the handle that you found, and then you found the actual shaft, and then there was this bigger sort of part that you put on top that could undo. It looked like what could undo nuts, could undo nuts. So I thought that was interesting. There was also another key, which I can't remember now, but there was another key. There was other medallions that you had to find, and also there was places where you put these medallions, and also which I was thinking would have made it a bit more, they was trying to make it a lot more like the original, was you only had half of a medallion and then another half of a medallion, indicating that they could have originally tried to change the the scenarios, A B scenarios, so that the second scenario would be a lot more different. So that was interesting. There was also another key called, I think it was the Hourglass key or something like that. You have to check out the video, guys. But yeah, very, very interesting to see that, and also a little bit upsetting, because I thought, well, that would have been really, really cool to see those things, you know. Yeah, so that was the first thing I watched. Another thing I watched was, of course, Ben, ASMR Gamer, eating Ferrero Rocher chocolates. Damn you, Ben. I love them so much, but they're so expensive. I bought like a little tiny box for Fiancé Travers Lassance a few years ago, a few weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, and they was like really really expensive for what they are. Yeah, so let me try double controllers. Let me try and get the le bouton. You really need the cans on, I'm telling you, to get the full effects. Yeah, so I was watching him, and then I was watching one of my friends who's called Opal ASMR. And she's reading this translation book of words and converting them to Indonesian, and it's really cool because she's turning like the pages as well. Like, so you've got the page turning, she's also gum chewing, which is really nice, and saying these words, and every sort of word in Indonesian just sounds so much more mystical than it does in English. So it's really relaxing and nice. I was watching that. And then finally I was watching my boy Mr. ASMR, Monsieur ASMR, and he's doing this role play as you got better at it, you could get like a sort of super fast tap that went like this. But then my nephew come up with this other way, and it was holding them with your thumbs, and we used to do that, and he used to do it so fast it used to come up using cheat. It thought he was cheating using a turbo controller or something, but he weren't. It was literally like, it was like really fast. So we'd all be sitting there like this on a guy's night, playing international track and field, doing all these, like, you know, races, and then we'd all be laying there going, oh, we'd all be like dying at the end of it. But yeah, I mean, this is fast without getting too exhausted. This one actually, I think, I don't know if this has the better sound. Yeah, that's cool. Don't know if I could do that. Yeah, I can do that. And one more thing I want to talk to you about is Little Nightmares 2. That was the next thing I was watching. There's like a monster in it, or a boss, called the Teacher, and it just so reminded me of the principal in my game REM State. You know, in REM State he's called the principal, and what happens is he's like very tall and thin, but what happens is his neck stretches and he sort of bends over, like sort of bends backwards like this, and his neck is so long it then goes through his legs, and he sort of comes at you like this with his head through his legs on this big long neck. Well, in this game you have a teacher, and you're like this little girl that's got this bucket on her head. I've never played it before, I can't believe I haven't. And you're sort of hiding from this teacher in this classroom, but then you knock something down, you climb up these drawers, and it drops like a bottle on the floor which smashes, and then all of a sudden she starts coming at you, and you end up escaping through these vents, but her head is following you, like it's stretching, like this big long neck with this teacher's head on it. And like, so I was watching that, and then I was watching another clip which is the Doctor. This guy's called the Doctor, and he's this big, he's almost like he looks a bit like a grub, you know, those wiggly grubs or mango worms, I can't think they're called, can't remember. He's a bit like that, and he crawls along the holes in the ceiling. And you have to try and get past him, and then he starts coming at you as well, and he starts eventually going through the vents as well, and he's like, they're all sort of collapsing because he's like huge. And I thought, this game looks fantastic, and like, eventually they get out of one of these places and it's all raining outside, and I thought, oh, I've got to get this game, but it's not on the PlayStation 4. But the first one, Little Nightmares, is, so I might get that and do a video of it, maybe. But yeah, yeah, so check out all those videos I've spoke about, guys. Gonna give like Mr. ASMR some support, and also Opal ASMR. It's really, really good, very like raw as well. She just sits with a phone. It's not all like set up like this, but that sort of adds to the magic of it. And it's really, really good, great sounds. Ben, as always, I don't think I need to tell you about Ben. You'll probably come from Ben to here, so you know. And check out the Resident Evil 2. What I'll do is I'll put the links in the description. Sounds like two machine guns. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. This is what you pay your TV license for. This is what you pay your... This is what you subscribe for. Let's do the machine guns again. I'm only 51. There you go. Right, guys, I'm gonna go see how much Little Nightmares 1 is, because it looks pretty similar. And if it's as good as the second one looks, I'll be very happy.